Music World Radio. Your music, your world, your radio.
This is a music revolution, and here is DJ Readman, the host of the show, to tell you all about it. This is the Music Revolution Show, throwing the spotlight on bands. From great music classics to the unsigned bands on Music World Radio. This is the Music Revolution, giving the spotlight and bands to shine. This is the music revolution on www.musicworldradio.com on Mondays at 8 o'clock. Oh yeah. Thanks! I'll read it. Enjoy it!
Music World Radio. Your music, your world, your radio.
To the interview I did last night, Monday the 20th of March, with Mike Taylor. He's the duo musician producer behind the Damzells.
This is a music revolution, and here is DJ Readman, the host of the show, to tell you all about it. This is the Music Revolution Show, throwing the spotlight on bands. From great music classics to the unsigned bands on Music World Radio. This is the Music Revolution, giving the spotlight and bands to shine. This is the music revolution on www.musicworldradio.com on Mondays at 8 o'clock. Oh yeah. Thanks! I'll read it. Enjoy it! It's near enough 9 o'clock and interview time, oh yes. Throwing the spotlight on Mike Taylor. He's the producer and musician of pop duo I've been playing. And I played last Thursday with the pop rock, pop punk feature I did, the Damzells. Really good pop music. I love decent pop music. And we will go to him right now on Music World Radio. Talking about how you got together, because on the site I see, Playback Direct, which is where I originally got the music from, it says that you were put together by a BBC producer at Shropshire Radio. That's
right.
So what actually happened there? Did you bump into each other in the corridor or something, or?
Well, I've been working with another band.
Oh yeah, okay.
And writing and producing songs for another band.
Yeah. And
that kind of came to an end. But I had done the band had played for BBC Radio Shropshire.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And we got to know the producer there, Tristan, very well.
Yeah.
And I gave him a call and said, if you've got anybody who, I'm looking for a girl singer to do an album with.
Oh yeah.
And so he said, well, look, I've got the perfect person, Sam Pop is brilliant. Give her a ring. And so I gave her a call, and we came over and had a cup of tea. And went from there.
Because I said I put the other stuff last week. Last week I did a feature on it with some more pop music, electro pop. Was that the idea of the sound originally, or when you obviously she's song? Did you both songwrite, by the way? Was it just her?
Sorry, do you mean do we both songwrite? Yeah. I started off with working with her at doing the lyrics.
Yeah.
And as we got to know each other, we kind of developed the sound.
Okay.
And she started writing the lyrics, so it ended up with me doing the music and her doing the lyrics.
Yeah. How did you actually with the band you did before, the Damzells? Was it kind of the same sound you kind of generally do with bands, or was it completely different?
with the Damzells, we tried to do something different. What we wanted to do was go back to a band called Transvision Vamp.
Oh yeah,
which was Wendy James.
Yeah, I got the albums.
And well, yes, exactly. And I wanted to take that kind of sound, and sort of bring it up to date and use that as a slate, that kind of thing, and the Eurythmics and that kind of stuff. But I come from a very pop background. Yeah. And Sam comes from a more indie background, so we tried to kind of meet in the middle.
Yeah, I think that kind of works because the stuff I've heard before, like the Dematics and things, it's like all different pop. Like you got a bit of sounds from Blondie and things, and it's coming from a lot of people seem to could be coming from the 80s as well. Was that another area come into place when you were writing? I know because a lot of people like synth 80s anyway. Just one of those things that sounds fresh, no matter what decade it's from. Was that another part of the songwriting?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, we tried to take the best things from that era and try and sort of bring them up to date. But I think the thing about the Damzells album, which is on iTunes, is that when you listen to it, it's the Damzells. It doesn't sound like anybody else.
No, that's true.
She has a distinctive vocal, and we have a distinctive sound, which is, although it's borrowed from other genres, it doesn't sound like anybody else. Straight away that it's Sam singing and it's the Damzells.
Yeah. And because I actually noticed the voice is a bit unique because obviously that's hard to do. A lot of people want a very nice clear voice even to sing. Because sometimes if you're on TV, if someone's singing, you can't hardly hear what they're saying, no matter if they're saying lyrics or not. You want something clear, and and also because what do you use when you songwrite? It sounds obviously is it all electronic?
Most of it. A lot of the guitars are live.
Yeah.
But the rest is done on Logic Pro.
Yeah.
Do you
actually? Is that how you write straight away, or do you like have an acoustic guitar to work out the chords, then go on the keyboard?
Well, because I play guitar and I play.
Oh, okay.
So depending on the song, I will come up with the melody on either the piano or the guitar, and then I'll play it to Sam, and she'll say yes, I like that, or she'll say no, it's rubbish, and we'll have to start again, And we build it up from there.
So what was the plan when you two got together originally? Obviously, you want to record and create music and songwrite together, and obviously some one of the songs you got with the competition, which is "I Miss You," which is acoustic. Then the other one, "Perfect Feeling," which is more synth. When you come to create all the songs, what come first? Did you want to go all complete synth, or did you say we want to do each track different and do them as and when you come to create the album? You want to have a flow to it. What was the actual goal?
From a production point of view, I knew that we would not be able to afford a big recording studio with a drum booth and a really good drummer, and it's just out of our range financially. So I knew that we would be working with an electronic drum kit. Yeah, and so that was the basis there, and so the idea. Come up with a sound that would sound good with those electronic drum beats and but still sound great,
Well, one of my favourite ones, which I played earlier, I've totally lost it. Oh yeah, Blue Tears and Black Heart, actually, which is the title of the album, and I like that pounding beat you got. It sounds bouncing, which it does spring out. It's like a spring, like sort of a kangaroo flying out the track, and. Well, what was that? Because when you record all the songs, are they when you start or originally get to the when you start a song? Is that the finished product you start with, or is it actually developed and does it start like something else?
With that track, I came up with a kind of the hook. On the piano, and then I built up it as almost as a dance track with the drum with that pounding beat. And of course, using compression and so on, you could make it really, really thump out. And then Sam, I gave her the track, and said, "Here you go. This is the basic thing." And I gave her a basic melody line, and I said, "You know, I actually came up with Blue Tears and Black Hearts."
Okay.
That was I don't know where it came from, but then I said, "There you go," and she came up with the rest of the lyrics.
Actually, for some reason, Blue Tears, Black Hearts reminds me of the Alice in Wonderland. I don't know why.
I can see that.
Yeah. Slightly different pop, but what I'm going to do now, Mike, is play the track, and actually, it sums up the entire style of the music. Cool pop.
Yes, that's Sam's favourite.
I thought, is this one of the first ones you recorded, or
it is? Yes, it is.
Fun, isn't it? The beginning of everything. But as everybody knows, we got a competition running, and Mike gave us the question actually, which is sometimes easier or not, depends. And people are on the go. The competition question is which county in England, because Damzells are from England, both Mike Taylor and Sam are from England. We have counties over here, if you didn't know that, because some people just don't. People only guess, but a lot of people are in the shout box from England tonight. So, which county are the Damzells from? Is it A, Staffordshire, B, Herefordshire, or C, Shropshire? So, is it A, Staffordshire, B, Herefordshire, or C, Shropshire? If you know the answer, or you think you know the answer, get on the shout box, and I'll be announcing the winners at 9:45 tonight. So you never know who's going to win, and that will be 2 downloads. I'll be doing it like another link separately. So I'll be doing all details and that afterwards, but you'll be winning 2 tracks off the album, which will be I Miss You, which is acoustic, and Perfect Feeling, which is bit more the like what we're about to play, really. But yeah, can you tell us a bit more about Cooll Pop, Mike? What was the idea about this particular track?
Well, Cooll Pop is probably the most pop track on the album. I mean, it is pure a fun pop track.
Okay.
But she makes it sound better because of her vocal, because of her indie voice.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound. Can I tell everybody that which might help some people with the competition?
Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah, we're in Telford.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, I said that before the interview. So I actually didn't know where it was either, actually.
Yeah, right. Can you tell everybody how to spell Damzells as well, so that they can find us?
Right. Okay. It's It's Damzells. I think it's double L. So
that's right.
Damzells is Damzells. I think it's a quite cool band name, actually, because it's very hard to think of a band name, isn't it?
Yeah.
It could be easily called Pop, or something like that. But yeah, I thought Damzells was a pretty cool title. But now we're going to play some Cooll Pop, and Mike's not going to go away. He's going to be in the background while I play this track. So this is the Damzells, everybody. This is me, DJ Readman, on Musical Radio, talking live on Skype with video, and hasn't even crashed, which is remarkable. With Mike, Mike of the duo The Damzells. He's the producer and engineer, a musician, if they put all 3 on them. So this is the Damzells and Cooll Pop on Musical Radio.
Say you're gonna play
This is me, DJ Readman, on Music World Radio with the Music Revolution show every Monday 8 till 10, and I'm doing a kind of a Damzells special with a competition and people having a go, and everybody's liking it actually. Dave and Sapphire like that track. It's not. I like this type of pop actually. You know, if we get X Factor stuff, really the best stuff is this kind of thing. And I said I've heard a lot of things like D-Matics recently, and there's another one which I can't even remember called Sonic something. I did have them on my MySpace, though I started mucking it around and I've lost them. But that was the Damzells and Cooll Pop, and we're going back now to Mike. Welcome back, Mike.
Thank you very much.
I couldn't type for some reason. Skype changed their interface. It's annoying. You can't type on it, and you know, because you used to type underneath when you were talking to somebody, but now they've got rid of everything by the looks of it. When you first got together as a duo, you know, did you actually want to record an album? Was that when you first got together and started chatting about the music and how you want to develop it as a duo? And obviously you're doing the music, she's doing the vocals, and you both collaborate together doing the music. Was the album the idea to begin with, or did it progress to an album? Like, was there like an idea of an EP or something, or just something to get out?
Well, I think we first of all just decided to write a few songs.
Yeah.
And then after about 4 months, I think I said to her, look, you know, we should do an album if we can.
Yeah.
And but actually the album took a year to write.
Yeah.
And there are a number of songs that we rejected from the album. It didn't quite. They weren't bad songs, but they just didn't fit in with the rest of it. And but it took a year to do. So it was quite a long process, and because Sam was very busy as well, so trying to get time with her as well was difficult. So yeah, it was a long process. But I think after about 4 months, we realised that we could do something interesting. At the moment, we're a studio band. I mean, we haven't been out and played live. No. If we get the interest, then we may well do that. It's obviously it's a financial thing, you know.
Yeah, because I said before, like, for some reason or other, there are a lot of duos doing pop music. I don't know what it is, really. It's not like 3 or 4 people like singing together as a pop band. It's like, you know, there seems a lot of duos around, and I don't know if there's something to get on the bandwagon with. I don't know exactly. There is a site to go like for duos of some kind, but it seems to be that kind of thing. I don't know if you've noticed that with the music you listen to.
Absolutely, yeah. I agree with you completely. But as I say, we're just sort of trying to see what interest there is out there. We're sort of putting it out there and seek it. That's the main thing. I mean, for me, there's a lot of hype around music, and a lot of really bad music gets in the charts because of the amount of money that's thrown at it by the record companies.
Yeah.
But we're just putting the music out. We like the album. Yeah. We're very proud of it, and we just want it to get heard by people to see see whether they like it, see whether what we're doing's any good.
Well,
we think it is, but you know.
I think I agree with some people in the Shoutbox because people like the last track. Is, you know, I used to be a big fan of pop music for a very long time, so I got into, like, you know, stuff like things like Nick Cave and stuff. My, you know, when I was younger, it's kind of overlapped. But it depends what comes out, you know, because up until, like, I would say about 7 months ago, I didn't listen to much of it. And like I said, the D-Matics and a few others, like Soft Toy Munchie from Liverpool, they're all pop music, but they're all different, they're all quirky. There's other quirkiness to it, but like you said, it's all to do with the female vocals a lot of time, because they're all female vocalists, which is quite strange as well. They all seem, none of them are male vocalists. I don't know why, unless I've noticed something yet. But yeah, but it seems to be coming around a lot, and it's in like a circle. Then, like, it seems to, like, I don't know if you agree with that.
I do. Well, there's nothing new, is there, in music? It all goes round. I mean, I'm quite ancient, so I've seen it, been there, seen it, and done it, and it's all come back round again. But I think that one of the reasons they have a lot of female vocalists is because when they're making videos, they want something pretty to look at.
Yeah.
You know, you've got to have the image. I mean, fortunately, Sam is very attractive.
Yeah.
And if you want to see Sam, you can go on YouTube and look at the Damzells, and you can see her.
Yeah.
You can see how lovely she is. But she is a very independent, punky, feisty, pretty, nice girl.
With the well, at least you admit it.
I got to be very careful what I say.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got, even on radio, you got to be careful what you say. Even though this is an adult plus station, you still got to be careful. But yeah,
let's just say she's hot.
Yes. Yeah.
Leave it at that.
But with the music, obviously, I say you wrote a couple of songs and decided to make an album. Obviously, when a lot of people make an album, it's got a flow to some degree. And obviously, it's all synth pop. Some of it's more acoustic, like one of the others you're giving away with the competition. Was that like in the back of your mind all the time when you obviously all the tracks didn't come all at once, and you know, you get a couple of tracks and you wrote and you come and you said, and like you said, some of them you didn't put in at the end of the thing. At the end of it, when you record all the tracks, when did you actually put it together as an album? When did you decide to put it out after like 5 tracks, or when did you decide to make an album?
We'd written about 4 or 5 songs. Yeah. And then we had chat and said, look, let's do 10 and make an album and put it on iTunes and see what happens. Yeah. And then at the end of the process, we had a little meeting. We had all the songs, and I wrote down what I thought best track list. Yeah. And she wrote down what she thought was the best track list. And in fact, when we looked, there was only I think the second and third track were the opposite way around, so we switched them. We switched it to what she thought, obviously. Yeah. But the last track is I Miss You, which is the acoustic track. It's the only one on there which is just a guitar and Sam singing. And it's just a beautiful song at the end of it, just to finish the album off. And it's a gorgeous, gorgeous song.
I was about to say, was that the only one acoustic out of all of them?
Yeah.
Ah.
What I mean by that is it's only guitar and a voice. There's nothing else on it. Yeah. There's no drums, there's no bass, there's no piano, there's nothing. It's just guitar and vocal. Well,
let's actually play that now, Mike. It's like a contrast in music with the album. Everybody, you've heard a few tracks on. I know David Black Shampoo's in the Shoutbox. He listened Thursday, and as I was doing this competition for his band, and I played some Damzells there, and the ones I had from Airplay Direct, which is a site for get radio promotion and stuff for songs. But this is actually on the last track on the album, which is for the competition prize as well, and of course the other one. This is I Miss You by the Damzells on Music World Radio.
I cold at night. Do you miss me in that space by your side? Do your fingers touch the air where I'm not there? would give all that I have to close my eyes and be there with you now, because I'm cold at night and I miss you in the space by my side. My fingers reach out and touch the air, but you're not there. Would you give all that you have to close the eyes and be here with me now? Then we would have nothing. Maybe we would really have everything to live, to love, to breathe. We're all we need. So we give all that we have, because all we want we have between us now. I cold at night. I cold at night. We're all we need.
That was Miss You by Sam Potts of the Damzells, and you can win that as part of the competition tonight. We've got about got about 20 odd minutes left before we give out the winner. But the question is, the Damzells duo, Mike is on Skype at the moment, and Sam is, I think she's at college, for what Mike said on MySpace before we started organising all this. They're from, of course, there's counties in England. I think there are some in the rest of the world. But the question is, which county are the Damzells from? Are they A, Staffordshire, B, Herefordshire, or C, Shropshire? If you want to have a go, get the answer right, and the winner is announced 9:45, or winners, you never know this place. And to win 2 downloads from the new album, which is Blue Tears and Black Hearts, and that's on iTunes, because David asked. The actual album is on iTunes, so you can win I Miss You and Perfect Feeling off the album. Oh yeah, we got good stuff here. So returning to Mike on Skype. Welcome back.
Hello.
When you first met Sam, did you actually like go for a meet and hear her voice, or have you actually heard it beforehand?
She came over to see me.
Yeah.
And for a cup of tea, and she sang a little song for me.
Yeah.
And I just went, yes, please. Can we work together, please?
So
because she just blew me away. I mean, that last song you played,
yeah,
that was done in one take.
Yeah. Nice.
Yes.
Obviously, you've only just sorted out the album and doing promotion stuff, which is like what you're doing now, and going on various radio stations and stuff, because I send them MySpace. And but I know a lot of pop music, there's a you can get things remixed and things like that by other people. Is that something you've actually thought of to better get more promotion, or are you just like thinking of the album at the moment?
There is a guy in Wales who has remixed 3 or 4 Damzells tracks. They've been played on Radio Shropshire.
Yeah.
By the BBC. So there are some remixes, but they're quite. He's quite. It's not very commercial stuff. Okay. It's very, very hard electronic remixes. Yeah. I would like to do something a little bit more commercial. to, you know, I don't mean that in a bad way, because commercial can, you know, people can think, oh, commercial is a bad thing, but I think commercial is a good thing because I want people to like it.
Yeah.
You know, so I would like someone to remix it, you know, in a good way.
Yeah. Because obviously you said you're a studio band at the moment. Actually, are you thinking of like ahead more in terms of like, you know, what actually would it be if you do a gig? Would it just be you two, or would you have to have some help with the music in terms of performing it live? Because obviously on the studio it's different to live in some respects.
Well, most of the songs on that album would need technically quite a few things. You'd need about four or five people on stage to reproduce that sound, which is why financially it will be difficult for us to do without the backing of a record company.
Yeah.
The only alternative would be to go and do it with backing tracks.
Yeah.
Or with something on computer.
Yeah.
You know, which isn't quite as good. So we'll see what happens. Let's see what interest we get, and if people like it, then I'm sure that we'll do something live.
Actually, I actually asked Black Shampoo this last week, and it's one of those things I try to avoid as a question, but there's been some good names lately. Where did you get the name the Damzells from?
Well, I can't. I've got no responsibility for that. What happened was, Sam and I were thinking about a band name, and she went and had a few drinks with friends.
Yeah.
And she came back and said her mate had suggested the Damzells.
Oh, right.
Spelt that way, so I have nothing to do with it. She says this is the band name.
Oh, okay.
I said, okay, boss.
The boss. Well, Mike.
So yeah, that's how we did it.
Well, Mike, thanks for talking to us this evening on Musical Radio. And out of the tracks kind of got left because we played a few. Which one? We got Even If and Treat Me Good. Which one did you want to? What did you want played?
I would play Treat Me Good.
And where actually? How many? Because all the tracks I've got on the album.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And is it like in the middle of the album, or where is it placed?
Treat Me Good is 3, I think. Number 2 or number 3.
Okay. Well, thanks, Mike, for talking to us on Music Radio, and I know a lot of people are liking the tracks, pop especially. You know, I said like a lot of people, I like a lot of stuff personally, and I like pop, but it really depends what comes along. And it all seems to be coming a wave at the moment. It's quite funny, really. I would say over the past 7 months, really, it's been quite all duos, all electro pop. And they're all different, which I think is really good. Makes a change.
Right. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks for asking me on.
No problem, Mike. And this one we're going on YouTube, of course, and hopefully fit it all on.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Music World Radio. Your music, your world, your radio.
This is a music revolution, and here is DJ Readman, the host of the show, to tell you all about it. This is the Music Revolution show, throwing the spotlight on bands. From great music classics to the unsigned bands, on Music World Radio. This is the Music Revolution, giving the spotlight and bands to shine. This is the Music Revolution.